to run out. Coaches, what are you thinking about this season?
Man, I tell you what, I've been thinking about it as coming in here. This, of course, is a big game. Yeah. It's a big game for both sides and for the players and the coaches and the fans. And but it's whichever way it goes, it doesn't break you because, you know, we're thinking about a host season.
Man,
and,
I see something brewing over there in that
but last year, I was kind of thinking about last year and what happened. Of course, Class 3A. Overall, we finished 8-3. Had a great season, 4-2 in our district play. Only losses come to Berry Hill at home, 28-21. That was a great game too, wasn't it, Coach?
Sure was.
Lincoln Christian, 49-7. We lost that, and they go on and lose in the semifinals. And Stigler, who was also in our district, they make it to second round. Us and Berry Hill lose in the first round. So had a good season. And this, just for information purposes, of course, 3A champion was Heritage Hall, and they beat Metro, which we thought that was who's going to win it, but it was 72-56, Coach. Some scoring in there.
Sounds like a basketball game, doesn't it?
But, you know, last year we lose 17 seniors, 17 good seniors from last year's squad. And just a little kind of briefly what we did have, we had what we haven't ever had at Muldrow, someone who rushed over 2,000 yards. That was Trendon Collins. He was a good one, wasn't he, Coach?
Sure was. What are you talking about? That's historical numbers right there.
Yeah, we talked about some great ones that we had, but not a 2,000-yard rusher. You know, others too, I think of Eli, good short yardage person that we needed. And
I tell you what, he spent about half a season turning people against the game.
He did.
I mean, tell you now, he would go up in there.
Yeah, yeah.
And, you talk about blocking or carrying it or whatever, you know.
Yeah. Well, we needed that short yardage. Eli was the guy who came through for us. And then, of course, Camden Matthews played quarterback for us. Just a tough guy. And made a lot of good runs, too. And there was some big boys up front. Big boys up front to play on defense and offense. We're missing them this year. Boyette, Osborne, Bishop, Limore, Williams. They were a big part of the team, the success that we had last year, too, Coach. We got to replace.
You bet. And opportunities abound right now. You know, the season is here. What everybody waits on, the start of cooler weather, hopefully somewhere down the road. But the Roland Muldrow game has always been, there's two teams that fully expect to win this game, and one of them is going to have to be convinced that it's not their year.
Right.
And Muldrow has a new coach, new head coach,
Logan
Coatney, and new players and positions changing, players changing positions, and it's their job now to carry on and to have another season. You know, once you've seen it done, it's not impossible to think about doing it.
No.
You know, and these guys have spent a whole year hopefully thinking about preparing for this start of this season. Now, like you say, it's one game, but it is a big game. It means a lot to the people.
Yeah.
I can still remember just sitting here the way you would feel before that game started, hoping that you got everything in line and the players were ready. And you know, earlier in the day when it was so hot, I was worried about maybe the temperature would be something that might cause concern to the health of the players.
Right.
But right now there's a little breeze, and I see clouds. Temperatures drop down into the low 90s, so I'm thinking
pretty good.
I'm thinking it feels awfully a lot
If
better.
you didn't come out tonight, you messed up. Come on, it's better. It's better than what we thought.
It's a lot better right now.
You know, we had talked to the coaches this week as they're preparing for the game, and one of the things that they talked about is what Coach Ryan mentioned is, of course, fatigue and conditioning. It plays a big role in this first three games with all the heat. Of course, our temperatures that we've been having here, you know, it's just almost unbearable. That's why they moved it up to 7:30. But Coach had said that he was going to try to, you got 5 players that are going both ways. You know, that's great. It's 3A. If you got 5 or less, going, I mean, that's big with fatigue and conditioning, and it'll be important tonight.
You know, Coach, how this is the first game of the year, though, you'll see more cramps in this ball game than you'll see in the rest of the games put together.
Yeah.
And I know it's a lot about excitement and getting their body getting used to playing over that extended period of time.
Right.
But there's a lot of times there's people get cramps. It's going to be a team effort, whoever wins it.
Yeah.
Because there'll have to be people ready to step up and hold the line there until somebody else gets it done.
Well, that's like you said at the beginning. This is an opportunity for everybody.
Yeah,
there's somebody going to go down.
Right, yeah.
And if you're wanting a spot or a position, then you have to come through.
Cody Hamlin, Scott, Tommy Columbus,
it's
Sean
just
Lane, and Kyle Irvin.
I don't know. It just lasts a year round. When you play a team and then you see them again and again, and you don't talk about it maybe, but you know it.
33, Ashton Peters.
Coach has also talked about filling the gap from last year. We lost 17. We talked about some good ones too, but we do have some good ones coming back that did see some time. And I'd mentioned some this year. One of the seniors, of course, Reed Sutton, he'll be starting at quarterback, and he has played the position. He was there when he was a freshman and sophomore and played some, and he's got a good arm and can run if he's called upon. And we've got some speed this year, and as well, we had some last year too. But it's nice to have. We've got Tegan Collins, who can go, big kid,
brother, he's a good
younger brother to Trendon, and then of course, I talked to Coach about Zach Parker. Kind of a unique on him. He won the 300-meter hurdle at state track meet.
Well, that's even more astonishing when you figure out that we really don't have a track that you can run 300 hurdles on. The first time he ran it, he came within 1/10 of a second of breaking the all-time state, not the 3A, the all-time state mark. And if I'm not mistaken, I think when they had they have a combined track meet,
he was invited.
And he won that.
He won it, and that included 6A, 5A, 4A.
So we're talking about a special athlete.
Yeah.
And hopefully he can help fill in there and give a little spark to maybe the offense.
Here comes your Bulldogs as they mount up right there on the 50-yard line and begin the season here at Roland Stadium as the home team coming onto the field. Coach, I will say it is different being on this side of the field in this stadium. For years being on the Muldrow side, but with the hospitality of Roland, they gave us part of the press box tonight and an excellent setup, and they've been excellent hosts to our broadcasting team, and we really just want to say a special thank you to Roland and the administration here and helping us feel welcome here as we have this really hometown rival. I mean, that's really what it is. I mean, we're just 7 miles apart from each other, so that is exactly it.
Well, like we was talking, man, Coach, this is a big game to us. Me and Coach Ryan ourselves, and Chris, you played in this game.
Oh, yeah.
And me and Coach Ryan have coached in this game, so it's big for the coaches, the players, and the fans. And it's big for both sides.
And really the feeling with Coach Coatney taking over. Of course, we love Coach Ellis and everything, but Coach Coatney coming on, it's just brought another energy to this team. It's unique, and it's really exciting too because Roland has a young coach as well, and so you see a lot of energy coming out on this field here tonight.
All that practice.
And I do believe that is Zach Parker.
All that lifting weights.
Lining up there to kick. So Zach Parker.
It looks like number 28, Zach Parker, is going to set the kick.
They got 12 people out there, don't they?
For Roland, we have number 15, Latavis Jones.
Yes, they do.
Receive.
This ought to work.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here comes one off.
Okay. Hey, here's one of them first game.
Yeah, this is rolling all right. We're down here now. It's starting already.
First game bloopers.
As well.
Just check ours and make sure that we don't have one.
We don't care if we do or not.
Just kidding.
Oh, Alan Crosland's calling the game. He probably was challenged by the number being so high.
All right.
Zach Parker kicking off.
And we're off.
Down about to the 20-yard line. Bounces.
And the ball's going to bounce out of bounds around
out
the 20 for Roland. Our offense is going to get out there and see if we can't put one in the end zone.
Better get that tee, hadn't he?
Flag on the play was a legal procedure. We're going to bring that ball out to the 35, which is going to put Roland in some good field position.
I think you forgot about the tee, Coach.
I think they'll get it. That'll trip over it. He'll figure it. He sees it now.
Referee,
Maybe he'll throw it over there.
See what defense can do here. We got we're in a 4-2 there.
Looks like a little 4-3 with a cover. They're going to sky it up over on this side, drop that safety
Roland
down.
lines up in a single back set. Inside handoff. Big booming shoulder rolled by number 10.
Hand off to
That's
Dalton
Dalton Crosno on the carry.
Zach Parker there.
Yeah, that's old Zach making the tackle there.
Yeah. Looked like maybe a counter. I think Roland, they want to run the ball a little bit and counter and maybe some boot, little lead. This number, Roland's got number 33. It's Ashton Peters.
Nice hard-earned yardage on that
He's a
last
good
play.
sized guy.
5. Logan takes a snap. He's going to roll to his right. Looking strong side.
Yeah, got nothing there. Get on him.
He's going to keep it himself. He's going to get almost first down yardage. Nice strong run by our quarterback.
Well, Coach, I was going to give a play-by-play, but it looks like the PA announcer's got it kind of covered.
No, never trust a rolling person. Take back over.
We just lost contain that time outside.
Coverage was decent.
Yeah.
Forced him to pull it down and run it, but 3rd and short. Every defensive coach is one of the things that you fear the most is somebody lining up and running it down your throat.
Play clock winding down. You're going to get called for it. Coach got away with a timeout there. We're going to have a 3rd and short play upcoming.
I couldn't tell what that was going to look like. Well, maybe quarterback.
It looked like he's going to try to keep it, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Go around the outside.
Yeah.
Coach, was this an official timeout?
No.
No.
I think Roland took this.
This was a rolling timeout.
Well, they're always big downs. Get 3rd and 1 here. I mean, boy, it'd be nice to get a stop and let them punt that ball to us. See what the Dogs can do. You know what? Is that clock?
I think it's actually counting down for the timeout.
Don't overanalyze, Farn.
It's too early. It's too early. There we go. Yeah, I think he was going to keep it, Coach. Let's see if that.
All right, single back set for the 3rd.
Got a different look now.
Snap to Thomas. Handoff. He's wrapped up. Oh, but he's hit at the line.
Lunging forward.
Looks like he's going to pick up the 1st down.
Well, there's
Roland,
I think Cody Gibbs was one last year, was kind of led in some sacks, and Cody's back here again. He just it just slips off of him, but he's in the backfield. We had it, and just let him go. Got to wrap up and hold on. Cody's senior this year.
We set it down, starting at the 47-yard line for Roland. Ball is snapped to the left side with a forehead of steam, and first down yardage is number 10. That's Dalton Crosno. And that's going to be good for another Roland Ranger. Let's go.
Yeah, that was too much.
Yeah, they hit us with counterplay there. They sealed everybody down.
Yeah.
They're starting to put together a pretty good little drive against us.
Three-back set for Roland. Right side handoff this time to Peters, who drags a couple down for about a 7-yard gain.
Looked like maybe a little power play there.
Nice show of sportsmanship right there between Muldrow's 44 and Roland's number 10.
Up front there, we got old Will. He's back last year.
Stratman,
yeah.
You bet. Yeah, he's a fine little player.
I like him. And 49, Dakota
Roland
rushing.
doing a lot of damage with that inside.
He's a junior.
Run. Get about 5-6 yards at a time. They're lined up on the 34-yard line.
Come on now. Don't lose him.
He tucks it.
There we
gets out
go.
A couple stiff arms, and he's going to lose a couple on that one.
You know, Farn, that looks like the old wishbone to me. What do you think it is?
From
Well,
what I
I don't
tell,
know.
they had
They
number
were
7
at two-back
on the stop
set there,
from Muldrow.
and
I don't think it's a. I don't think they're running so much option out of it, but
no,
leads and counter
yeah,
leads and things
inside
like
leads,
that.
yeah.
Using the backs as lead blockers. That's a big play for the defense. It puts them behind the chains, 3rd
Yeah.
and 7. Of course, they're
Third
probably
and
thinking
long
2
play
downs to make it.
upcoming.
Little counter play
Another
again.
Yeah,
right
it
side
is.
handoff, this time to
Come on,
Ashton
come on.
Peters, who lowers the boom. That man's still on his feet. He is headed to the house almost. Taken down at the 9-yard line. A-train in full effect. Chugga, chugga, choo-choo.
That's at 33, Peters.
Sure was.
You know what? Initially, we did something. We looked like we closed a little bit, but the linebacker, we just didn't get linebacker there, didn't scrape and make a play. And he got loose on us. So,
They're doing a good job at the point of attack.
Yeah.
They're getting some movement on us, kind of caving us down.
First and goal for Roland. 3-back set. Logan's going to hand off left side. This time to
he
number
got
10.
Right there.
Dalton
he don't
Crosno
get
takes it down
tripped
to about
up.
the
He may pick
5-yard
up
line.
some more
Second
there.
and
I think he
goal coming up.
stumbled down the blocks.
We might make a stand here. Could change the way the thing's looking.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to stack it up here. They're tight left. That full house look.
Second and goal.
Oh,
Left side
oh,
handoff
come
to
on,
number
come
10.
on,
This
come on.
time, he's in the end zone. Roland draws first blood on a 5-yard run by Dalton Crosno.
Just missed tackles. There's missed tackles.
Logan Lorenz for the extra point for the Rangers.
We missed that. There you
Kick is
go.
up, kick is good. Extra point attempt is squared away.
Well, with
by number
7-14, the
7,
Rangers are up
Logan Lorenz.
7-0. Coach, what are we seeing right now?
Sorry, Mr. Lorenz.
That's almost
Number
a 5-minute
7,
drive.
Logan Lorenz.
Well, yeah, just missed tackles. I'm seeing up front there right now. But it's a long game. We're going to get it. We can get a chance to go down and score.
I suspect that this is the first time we've seen this formation.
Yeah.
I doubt they showed it in their scrimmages.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't think there was a pass on that play on that drive at all, did
they thought about it, but
yeah.
they didn't get them throw them. They had to run it and got sacked one time. But they were highly effective running that counter play or any kind of cross action in the backfield.
Yeah, misdirection.
Yes, that's the word.
Number 7 is going to set the kickoff here. Muldrow has number 20, Nick Rhodes, set to return the ball.
The Wrens getting set to kick for the Rangers.
Good old Nick deep. He's a senior this year.
Nick Rhodes back deep for the Bulldogs.
We're going to go for an onside kick here.
Look at there.
And it looks like number 1, Tristan Walter
get down on the ball there.
Yeah, Walter.
Right at the 46-yard line of Muldrow.
Really a good heads-up play right there.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Chris. You know, you give up a drive and a score, and then they come in and try a little pooch kick here. He's on his toes, oh, thank goodness. Now we've got excellent field position.
Yeah.
Yep. Reed Sutton back in the shotgun formation.
Number 10, Reed Sutton sets up
looks
the
like
shotgun.
3-5
Single back set.
or 3-4 defense.
He's going to call for motion.
Strapping in motion.
Inside handoff, trying to get to the edge, and he just runs into a couple Roland Rangers.
Handoff was to Ashton Foster.
Then we got a
Picks up a
dog
few
call
yards.
right there at about the 47-yard line. Sorry, 48, bringing up second down.
So
It's like second down and 7, right, Coach?
Looks like it. I tell you, that was a defensive
Number
end.
33, Ashton Peters,
He
and number
kept
5,
contained,
Alex
but
Bauer on that stop, as well as a
Foster was
couple
able
other
to make a
Roland Rangers.
move, turn what looked like maybe a lost yardage play into a small gain. That's it. You just got to keep moving it down the field there.
Coach said he was going to use some different people
Muldrow
there at that
again
running
trying
back
to spread out the
position, keep
defense.
people fresh.
Sutton calls for the ball.
And off to
Inside
Foster.
handoff
He
this
cuts
time to number
upfield.
23.
Looks like he's going to be good for a first down.
Yeah.
And he's taken down.
That's a great way to answer back
By
with just a little
number
ground and
8.
pound there, Coach.
That's Lucas
Seeing
Younger,
those chains
as
move.
well as number 10, Dalton Crosno for Roland.
Of course, something that we've been talking about, you see a lot of the same numbers on both sides, going both ways on the ball. Fatigue in this first game, especially with the weather being like it is going to be a factor tonight.
That was a good block here, too, by I noticed old Devin Holland there.
Lots of motion from Muldrow. Sutton calls for it.
Pull.
Another inside
handoff
handoff.
to
Number
number
2
6,
slows his progress
Cody Gibbs.
considerably.
Cody Gibbs still on his
Number
feet,
10
cuts off
for
the
the
outside. He
Muldrow
looks like he's good for a
block.
first down, shakes off a tackle.
That's him down for the block, and young man still on his
They
feet.
finally push him out.
He is eventually
Around
wrestled
the
out of
10-yard
bounds by
line. We'll
number
see what they
55,
see where they
Joseph
spot it.
Stone.
We're going to run a little counter. They stuff it, and we redirect and make a big gain out of it.
Well, they tackled him down at the 10, but they marked it at the 20.
Yeah.
Either it's a late hit, unnecessary roughness for hitting him 10 yards after he's out of bounds, or
He didn't get up and go again, did he?
his forward progress was
Did he
highly exaggerated, I
He
think.
may have kept, you might have seen him, he kept running while he was out of bounds or
guess
something.
so.
I don't know.
Muldrow shifty this evening. Number 10, Sutton surveying.
So
He's going to pull the ball,
hold on
keep
to
it
it.
himself, take it right up the middle.
Cuts up the middle.
That's a good run.
He's met
Might have picked up
abruptly by
2 or
a
3 yards
handful
there
of
on that
Rangers.
play.
Good
That's
first
gonna
down
bring up
play.
second and about 3 yards, maybe 4.
Lyman had we had a hat on a hat there.
Well, it's got a nice drive started here.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah. On number 70, that's old Mark Gleason.
Sutton calls the
Sutton
ball, rolls to
cuts
his
off to the
right.
right
He's
side.
looking
He's
downfield
looking.
as if he wants to pass. Got a man open, number
Pass to
7.
Jeremy
He
Palmer,
stays
he's
on
going
his
to take it
feet.
in,
Palmer
and
is
it's good for a
in.
touchdown
Look at there.
for the Bulldogs.
Lucky there. We answer.
How about that? How about that, sports fans?
Yeah. He got bumped around there like a little pinball, and then here he goes.
He got turned around, but
He did.
he finally, when
He didn't let loose of the ball, and then he didn't let him take him down.
Well,
Tristan Walter back for the Bulldogs.
Number
Snap.
1, Tristan
He's going to run
Walter
right up the
calls
middle.
for it, and
Good for the
no,
two-point
he gets a
conversion.
Tristan takes it right in there.
That's an interesting formation right there, Coach.
Tell you what, that's a hard one to
yeah,
cover.
I'll
I'm
tell
telling you.
yeah. You're just not ready for that, really.
No.
A lot of times on the first rattle out of the box, that's just a
Well, there's a chance
probably
we
a
may
good
have a
move there.
shootout on
I
our
remember
hands
one
this
time
evening.
we
We'll
went
see if Roland can
to
muster up some offense and answer
played at
quickly.
Broken Bow, and they run that twice. And man, it is hard to get, to make adjustments right there. We hadn't seen it.
What they do the other 6 times.
The 6 times, I think they just ran it, lined up and ran it.
Yeah.
They were as a
I tell you that was that old deal that when that old fine kid that played down in North Texas, when he was up at Locust Grove.
Yeah.
They were notorious for that,
Yeah. Yeah, he's still playing in that Canadian Football League.
15 back to
He
receive
is.
for Roland.
Yeah.
Back there again, we've got Dakota Price.
Well, guys, we got
Maybe our
what we
luck
came here for, yeah.
Maybe our luck will change here on this one right here, because last time we hit a good kick and it hit about where the hash mark is, but it finally crawled all the way out of bounds.
Also back to receive number 23, DJ Massey.
If it would have rolled dead over there, we really had something.
Muldrow set to boot it.
Zach Parker with
And
a
that's going to be a returnable ball.
nice kick
Man,
down
that
the
Catching
field.
is Matibas.
All the way down at the
And he's
10.
got some
break
real
down,
estate, some blockers downfield.
There we go. Good
Nice
tackle.
solid stop right
Makes
there
it
by
down
number
there for the
28
tackle.
From Muldrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zach Parker on the stop.
Zach,
He's got some speed.
he's everywhere.
He's got some speed. Kicks the ball, able to go down there and make the tackle.
Yeah, if we get him the ball and Roland sees his back, it's touchdown, baby.
Yeah, that's one of the deals where you want.
All right, D, come on now. 76, that's old Braxton.
The Rangers are going to start this drive from their own
Logan Thomas,
25-yard
he's
line.
now in a shotgun
Number
formation.
2, Logan Thomas, calls for the ball. Inside handoff to number 10, Crosno.
Missed tackle
Keeps his
there.
feet churning and run good for about 3 or 4.
Once again, that's Dalton Crosno on the carry.
And Zach's right there and just
He's got a little limp too.
misses him.
Shaking up, subbing in. I think for him is number 22. He's gonna wave him off.
He running off, he's okay.
Who's 25?
And 25 is Asa Ulrich. Talk about for Roland, right?
No, for
Oh,
Muldrow.
for ours.
That's
Okay.
Austin
That's
Foster.
Austin Foster.
He's also been running the ball some. That full
Roland
house
lines
look.
up in the wishbone. The right side handoff to Ashton
Oh,
Peters,
come
who
on,
just
man.
hurdled the man for his
Ashton
first
Peters for
down
the carry.
yardage.
It's gonna be good for a first down for the
That brings a
Rangers.
track star. That's going to be yardage enough for another Roland Ranger.
It's gonna move the chains for the Rangers. First down, ball on the 39.
Confusion. Down to 13 seconds. They'll be lucky to get this play off.
Play clock winding down. We're gonna have to hurry up to the line to get it off. 3, 2, 1. That
Yeah, didn't get it.
didn't happen. That'll be a penalty.
That time we were unable to get the
Delay a game.
timeout called. That's going to be delay of game on the offense. That'll back them up 5.
Well, that helps us out a little bit. First and 15 to go for the Rangers. Ball now on the 34.
Maybe just working out some of those
Their
first
own
game
34.
jitters. This offense is very powerful and able to score quickly. Maybe they can get one in the end zone before the wrap-up of the first quarter.
All right, D. Let's hold them right here.
Wishbone formation. Logan Thomas under center.
Logan Thomas, hands off
He's
again.
going to hand off right side to Crosno.
Lead.
Looks
He
like
just
Dalton
keeps his legs
Crosno.
moving. Got some pretty good help pushing the ball right there by number 75, John Allen.
Still too much here.
Got about
We're gonna have
5
about
to
an
carry.
8-yard gain on that.
Thank you. That's a situation where they're getting too much movement. We're trying to step around blocks instead of
Yeah.
using our leverage to keep the hole smaller.
Thomas under center.
Hand off to
Hand off
Dalton.
right side to Ashton Peters, who
Crosby.
barrels
Oh,
through
Ashton
two
Peters.
guys.
Oh, there we
And is
go.
eventually taken down about 2 or 3 yards shy of the first down marker.
They had 2 or 3 Bulldogs on that tackle.
Stop made by number 23, Ashton Foster, showing some good sportsmanship, helping the young man up he just tackled.
Who else we got out there? Well, doesn't mention Will is out there.
Yep.
76.
Tristan Walter.
Braxton. 49. Dakota.
We've got a
Come on,
good
Ryan.
view of it right here, right down
Again,
that
wishbone
line.
formation, right side handoff to Ashton Peters, who's got first down yardage and more. That carry good for about 5 yards, and another Roland Ranger.
That's just lead, isn't it, Coach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, lead, counter, lead,
Moving
and
us.
counter. Hey, I've noticed something, though. You know, when you have a back that's big like this young man is, and he runs hard,
Yeah.
and he's hard to bring down, you know one thing that hurts people like that?
What is that?
Fumbles.
Yeah.
Because they're stood up, and you can
Rip
let-
'em.
you
Rip
can
it
get
out.
the ball out of there. He's not
from the
going anywhere.
46.
Yeah. Well, the Bulldogs need one right here.
They're fixing to get one.
Back in the old wishbone.
Logan takes the snap, inside handoff to number 22.
Inside dive.
He stopped abruptly
Stop
by
there. It
number
was
8,
Tyson Williams on the
Deshaun
carry.
Wilson for Muldrow.
They come up. I think Zach was in on that play there, too.
Might have got a little shoelace in there.
It was a good stop anyway. Yeah, look for the counter again, maybe.
Yep.
Oh,
Handoff right side
gosh,
to Peterson.
dang it. Oh,
He's going to be tripped up at about the 38-yard
Tripped
line,
up by
just
Cody
a few yards
Gibbs.
shy of the first down.
well. Lead up, try to kick out and lead on that linebacker, but that defensive end needs to squeeze that. Squeeze it down in there and make it tight.
That looks
Hard
like
to run.
It looks like it was going to be the last play of the first quarter. Winding it down, and players are going to take it off the field. Well, we want to say a special
Man, looks
thank
like
you
we're
at
gonna
this
wind down
time
the
to
first quarter
all of our sponsors
of
for this
game.
broadcast.
So
Midland
far,
Motors,
Roland Rangers 7,
427
Muldrow
Auto
Bulldogs
Sales,
8.
Rick's Tires, and McKenzie Asphalt. We wanted to say thank you so much for sponsoring this program, and Muldrow Athletics Association. Because this year, the Athletic Association and Muldrow Communications are teaming up to bring you even more great action this football and basketball season. So if you are a business and you would like to become a live stream sponsor, help us bring you more great student-produced broadcasts just like this one to Muldrow fans everywhere. We appreciate your support. Well, at the end of the first quarter, Muldrow leads it by 1, 8-7 over the Rangers. Coach, what are we seeing out of that first quarter here?
Well, the offense kind of had their way on both sides. We moved the ball well. They're still moving the ball well. they're in a manageable situation here. Really 2 downs to make 3 yards. So, you know, we're going to have to come up with some little change to force them to do something different than what they're doing right now, which is countering and running the ball inside the tackles. Uh-oh. Farnett looked like one of your old passes. You got any kinfolk down here?
We got the cheerleaders are throwing out the plastic footballs, and we're getting dive bombed up here. They got a pretty good arm to get all the way up here.
Oh man!
Oh, there it is.
I'm gonna do you like they did me that time when I was in the.
I'd have threw one and hit you in the head if I'd have seen you up. I couldn't have missed it anyway.
That gum David Rhodes one time. He done quit basketball that year or something happened. Anyway,
it's too hard.
Him and Farron Brunk is standing up there and about the top of the bleachers, not down there. Me and we was all shooting. All of a sudden, the ball comes and hits me right in the back of the head down there on that gym floor. And I turn around and look. Oh, hurt. What are you talking about? Yeah. Top row? I look up there and old Rhodes is going like this. He's pointing over at Farron like Farron done it. Make me so mad. You know who done it?
We know who did it.
Yeah. Rhodes.
Big D did it. Yeah.
But thank goodness we didn't get hit with one of them plastic footballs, Farn.
No, I don't think I didn't see anybody had the arm to get it up here.
Pass that girl right there.
Roland now heading east and facing a 3rd and short at about the 38-yard line.
Wishbone.
Come on now.
Lined up in the wishbone. Logan calls for it. Right side handoff to Ashton Peters. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. He's got first down yardage, folks.
Defensive end didn't do
That's good enough for
bad
another
job.
Roland
He didn't try to squeeze it.
I like it when I can hear you in the booth. Let's go.
This has the potential to be a high-scoring game.
Yep.
You thinking there might not be enough stops?
I don't know. I don't.
Once again, Roland going back to their
Roland just playing smash mouth football.
Boot.
Quarterback goes to his left. Nice screen pass. Number 10, Crosby, who's got some room. He's going to take it down to the 10-yard line. Nice pass by the quarterback there. He's got yardage enough for another Roland Ranger. Yes, sir.
It is low, you sleep with a counter lead, and bam. Gotta stay home.
All right, 11:04 on the clock. 1st and goal.
Number 2, hands off.
It's another 5, I think.
Ashton Peters on the carry there.
Couldn't be any better for us here. This 1st and goal
Couldn't
just
see who
inside
had
the
the rock
10.
that time. I believe it was number 10, Crosno. That run good for about 4.
It took them 3 or 4 downs to get 10, haven't it?
Well, I'm just saying that they can't get a first now. It's either score or.
All right.
2nd goal play upcoming. Logan gives it to number 33. He's tripped up just shy of the goal line. I believe it was number 30, Tegan Collins, who's in there on the stop, as well as
Mark that with about 3 yards to go. 3rd down and 3.
Man, it's turned out to be a better night than what I was expecting.
Didn't it,
with
though?
this heat.
I'm telling you, we were out
Big
here.
play right here, 3rd down and short, trying to get into the end zone. Logan calls for it. Inside handoff to Crosno. Looking for the signal.
They're not going to give it to him.
They're going to say he's just shy.
All right. 4th
That'll
down,
bring up
1
4th
yard.
down and inches. to the goal
They
line.
put one out there by himself. That reminds me of James Brigance. Coach Phillips, his old coach, he said, we put one out there. If they don't cover him, bring him back.
Yeah, that's about what happened tonight. They're not wasting much time throwing it. Now, this is a big play right here. Was his fourth and about a half yard?
Yeah, it's
You know what's going where the ball is going
Coach
to go, don't
Cantrell
you?
dials
I
one
believe I
up. We're
do.
going to punch it in here on 4th down. Hand off to Peters. And he's got it. Touchdown, Roland. Number 7, Lorenz, kick is up, and he nailed it again. 2 for 2.
ran off quite a bit of time that time too, didn't they? They had both drives.
You bet. They've been very efficient.
And I don't think we didn't take as much time off the clock when we scored. We had a few bigger plays. Now the boot pass that they threw over there on us.
Right.
They gained quite a few yards. Let's see if they'll think about Pooch kicking again. Well, they just can't get it right on the special teams with how many they're supposed to have.
Better watch them. They're pretty crafty. They may try something.
Wynn set the kick. Rhodes down back deep. There's the kick off
Number
to the
7 lets it fly.
home side of the
That's going to
field.
be received at about the 20-yard
And
line.
that's Zach Parker.
That young man had a head of steam. Luckily, number 51, Eric McElhaney, was on the stop.
I believe that's the first
Number
time he's
28 from Muldrow had
touched
a
the ball
decent return.
tonight with a nice little return.
Well, he had just
I
missed
was hoping to
one
see
more
him hit the
guys.
open
Oh,
field.
right? I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I wanted to see the magic.
He can scoot.
First down.
Get
It'll be on
him
the
going.
Bulldogs' own 43.
All right,
Reed
come
Sutton.
on, dogs.
Number 10, Reed Sutton calls for the ball, an empty back set.
Sutton
He's
passes
got
out to
it tied
Palmer.
open. Number 7 comes
There we
up
go.
with a catch.
Oh. Palmer. Yep.
Good job by Palmer digging that one out there. It's kind of
Absolutely.
low, but he got it there quick. A good gain.
Nice little quick in and out pass.
Picked up the better part of 7 yards there.
Yeah. Good gain.
Single back set for Muldrow. Number 10 takes it, quick throw to the outside. That ball's
Reed.
tipped incomplete.
Reed's
And
pass
that's going to
was
bring
out
up
to
3rd
Collins.
down.
I didn't see much going on there.
Be 3rd down and 3.
Number 4, Dakota
Bulldogs.
Price coming in for the Rangers. All right, Roland Ranger crowd, let's get loud. Big time play right here. Let's get a big stop. Shut him down on a 3rd down and short. Inside
Hands
handoff.
off to Zach
And
Parker.
he just
Nice.
got
Like he's going
it.
to pick up the first down. Or
Looked like a face mask.
Who's this guy running down
Well,
through
he
here?
thought there was a turnover. There was not a turnover.
What is deal?
He's showing him the ball. He's saying, hey, we got it.
I don't know, did we have instant replay yet?
No, we don't have that yet. We're working on it.
I don't know, did you see anything there that looked like a turnover?
I didn't. I honestly didn't.
Well, I don't guess they seen one either.
All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
That old coach scared me, though, running down the field like he had the football. I thought they were running strict play on him.
After a short powwow there, looks like Muldrow is going to keep the ball 1st and 10 after 45. Sutton lined up again in the single back set, got some motion.
Reed hand off to Zach Barker. He's going to fire it upfield, trying to break it out to the outside.
Down. That's number 10. I'm sorry, that's number 40. Alex Brandt on the stop there for the Rangers.
How about that?
Alex Brandt on the stop for the Rangers there.
We got old
Number 33,
Zach's
Ashton
running.
Peters comes in for number 10, Crosno.
Austin's ran a little bit tonight for us. We've seen old Gibbs back there some, so we're running a few
Ranger
in there,
defense
giving
looking
them a
to shut
chance.
Muldrow out of the end zone on this possession. Sutton calls for it. He's going to drop back, surveys the field. Got him
Downfield. There's a man open.
Incomplete. No flags.
Wow. It looked like there should have been a flag on that.
What for, Farn?
I think he jumped into us.
Well, if
I
that
mean,
had
we
been
were
us
going
on
up.
defense, would you wanted it called then?
Well, I'm not on defense.
Number 2, Armando Martinez, playing
Right
some
now, I wanna see a
shutdown
flag.
defensive back right there,
Well,
keeping Muldrow out of the end zone.
Well, it's 3rd down and what, 4?
third looks like about almost 4.
All right.
Number 10 calls for it. He's looking downfield again.
Oh, right through the
Almost
hands.
picked off.
Just
That
off
ball's
the
going to be
fingertips of
incomplete,
Collins.
and that's going to bring up
Bring a 4th down for the Bulldogs.
Nice defensive stop there by our Roland Rangers.
We look like
4 to the 1st.
somebody.
That's going to be timeout Muldrow. They're going to talk about it.
Well, Coach,
Yes.
well, right here, 14-8. Taking a timeout. Got 4 yards to go, 4th down. What are you thinking right here? I mean, do we go for it?
Well,
or-
oh yeah, I think they got to go for it. I don't think they've showed the ability to stop them yet. So
No.
I really wish maybe we'd have made that a two down 4 yard deal though, where maybe we could have got at least half of it, possibly run for all of it, and then if we want to go through it on 4th and 1 or 2, then we could do it. But this will work too. It doesn't matter. It's just you've got to execute a play now.
Yeah.
Keep the drive alive.
And we've been having some success with the run. We've been picking up some chunks, 4, 5, 6 yards.
Yes, we have. I thought we had two. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd look for another one right here.
Well, every team's different. Something we hang our hat on.
4th and 4 for Muldrow.
We
They're
got
going to try it.
empty.
There's an empty backfield motion. Flag on the play.
So Gabe Miller,
Who was Gabe Miller?
31.
It's going to be a false start on Muldrow. That's going to back him up. making that first down yardage just a little bit harder to attain.
I don't know about 4th and 9 here.
The Bulldogs are feeling salty. They're still going to try it. 4th and 10 play upcoming. And from the look of the spread, he's going to send it.
Roll off to the right.
And shut down by number 7.
Be a change of possession
for the Roland defense. And they're going to have incredible field position taking over the ball at their own 45. Nice play, young man.
Well, just a little bit, maybe quicker, get the ball there and a little break, but it was defended well. It was there. It's going to be a first down. So now we got to make a big stop here.
Yeah,
we haven't stopped them yet.
A lot of game left.
Yeah.
Lots of game left. Something happened to change momentum. Momentum gets turned loose. Now, this may be a momentum changer here. You know, we got to guard against that.
Yeah, and you've talked about the, turning the ball over. That, when you get a group of guys around him, sometimes you can strip that ball out.
Logan Thomas taking a
Shotgun
snap.
formation with an inside handoff to number 10, Crosby. He earns about 6 the hard way. Those Roland backs really doing work on the inside with those body punches, and they've been coming up with first downs more often than not.
Come on now.
Got to come up with a stop.
Logan Thomas lined up in the shotgun.
Bobbled it right here.
He's going to take it himself, and even with a busted play, he's going to hand it
fumble on the ball.
There it is.
It's going to be recovered by number 25.
And it looks like
There's the turnover we've talked
Austin
about.
Foster, senior, picks up the fumble recovery for the Bulldogs.
Austin Foster on the recovery for
A little
Muldrow.
change of momentum here.
And just that quickly, Muldrow's going to take
Either
over.
the quarterback counter or it was just a busted play. I couldn't tell.
I think he fumbled the snap and he didn't make the
okay.
handoff.
Okay, yeah.
And he ran it where the play was going, which it looked like he had some yardage there.
Yeah, and we got an arm in there and kind of popped it loose. And
exactly what we needed.
you were right on, Coach, you were right on top of that. You said this.
That wasn't the right one.
No.
That was a different play. A little bit.
That one hadn't been running. That one hadn't been running over. So the other one.
Get behind his defense right here.
But you're going to have to make him worry about hanging on the ball, or he's going to hurt somebody.
Yeah.
Sudden call
in the back,
inside handoff.
Ashton
And he's going to
Foster
be absolutely swallowed by number 33, Ashton Peters.
picks up about 5 yards on the game right there.
That's a good game.
Number 5, Alex Bauer,
Second
right there
down.
in tandem with him.
4 minutes, 58 seconds left on the
Run
game
good for
clock.
about 6.
I think sometimes you know.
Well, we're
You get a second chance.
yeah.
And let's see what you decided you ought to do.
Yeah. Who are you?
Reading.
Number 10 calls for another inside handoff. Red quickly.
Immediately hit
Nice
the
takedown by
backfield.
number 66. That's Braxton Pruitt on an absolute shutdown in the backfield. Clean up aisle 5. That's going to bring up a long 3rd down.
Somebody just missed block there. Yeah, 3rd and long here. I'm thinking we're going to have to throw it right here.
Roland defense is hungry. Muldrow's offense is still pushing the ball around. 10 calls
Sutton
for
rolls
Rose
off to the right side,
He's
looking downfield. Pass to Collins, and it's good.
Ball is going to be caught at the 20-yard
He's going to
line.
bring it down.
Really an impressive quick catch by number 30. That's Tegan Collins on that grab.
That was
moving the
And
chains.
for first.
Moving the chains with
They
a
knew
long
it.
gain right there.
They knew it was coming, and we beat him downfield, and Reed just lays a good pass out there.
You know what? That was pretty impressive catch. Too. Old Collins went
Yes,
up,
it was.
high pointed it
Yeah,
in a crowd.
that was a
Beautiful
good
throw.
play, good blocking
Beautiful
up
throw by
front.
Sutton there. Putting it on the money.
Going to go a little empty here.
Roland defense looking to make a big stop here. Empty backfield.
It's,
We got a couple of guys in motion there for Muldrow. The ref's going to throw
too
the
late.
flag.
no, he's not.
Got a timeout.
Tell you, that was a little bit of confusion there. They had two men going in motion, but the ball wasn't snapped, so that wasn't nothing more than a shift.
No.
So that's not a penalty.
Looks like before the infraction, Muldrow was able to call a timeout.
But I think I heard one of the Roland
We're
coaches
just inside a
holler and
minute
say,
here in the first half.
"What are we paying you guys
Roland trying to
for?"
hold on, keep Muldrow out of the end zone.
Oh, you don't think there's any homers out
I'm not
there.
sure that's what he said. I'm
You're
not sure
saying
that's
there's
what he
any
said,
homers
but
out there. No, I mean,
he was
I know
curious.
some of them guys out there, and I don't.
You know what?
Well, I don't know. I ain't saying nothing.
They're good.
They're the good boys,
Yes, they are.
good guys.
Hard to beat them.
Well, and how many penalties? We ain't had many penalties.
Well,
Have we
let's
tonight?
see. Kick out of bounds and one of those delay game penalties.
We
And
did a game on Roland, and then we had offsides called
we had
on
some
us.
sort of emotion thing.
Yeah.
Of course, it's in that 4th and 9. This will
But
be
we've only had what, a couple penalties.
you don't have to get
two
them.
penalties
They're
in
not.
this half.
They're not required that you get them.
All right, come on, dogs.
Number 10, and
Sutton's gotta keep it.
He's going to pull it down and run it himself, and he is absolutely upended.
I think he was down.
Yeah.
What kind of move was that he put
Called
on
this
his
young
arm?
man's name already, Alex Bryant on that stop.
Might have tried to go over
He's
the
kinda-
top a little bit, but
He's kind of your little cousin in
Might
here or
be
something.
like a Mineral Springs leapfrog or something.
Look like something you'd see at Rita Ford or somewhere like that.
I don't know.
I'd keep my feet on the ground.
I'd give it an 8. I thought it was an 8.
Single back set in motion for Muldrow. Number 10, this
Sutton
time he'll
getting
roll to his
that
left.
Gosh dang it.
And that ball is going to fall incomplete.
pass was
And that's going
intended
to
for
bring
Nick
up a
Rhodes.
third down for Muldrow.
Well, here we are again at this 3rd down play. You know we're going for it if we don't get it.
Right.
So why not, you know what I mean? Let's get about half of it.
Well,
Maybe
we
get it all.
5, 6, all of it.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd say maybe quarterback draw, but after I seen that last dive he made, I don't know.
hey, he could have leapfrogged for another 5 yards.
All right, Ranger fans, let's keep that energy high. We got a big third down right here.
Yeah.
Big stop opportunity for the
go back,
Rangers.
shotgun set, and in motion.
Right side
Hand off to Cody
handoff,
Gibbs.
and he's going to be taken down.
Oh,
This
that's
will
going
be
to be
short first
close.
down yardage.
That ain't short. That's close. That may be the first down.
Oh,
Perfect.
better take a look at that one.
Perfect.
I think it is a first down.
I think they're going to take a closer look. Yep.
I think
Looks like it's right
I think
on the line.
Al's going to have to look this one over.
Yeah.
Now let's see the mechanics over here on the side.
I was going to say, now, I trust y'all's vision a little bit better than mine right now, so.
Well, I'm going to tell you a true story,
The
believe it or
officials
not.
there having to call a timeout, also asking that people would stay off
I've
the
got
end
this
zone
goofy
line,
dog,
please.
and he ate my
That way
glasses.
They have the sidelines they need to make a
did.
solid call.
He ate my glasses.
He ate him.
Ate the lens.
Golly. Well, did you get his glasses?
No.
Is that why he ate yours?
I guarantee I'm disappointed.
Well, I know what I'd do with a dog that ate my glasses.
What, Farn?
It's just short.
And it's going to be 4th down. And
Can I
inches
send him
to
up to your
gain.
house for some training?
I'd get his own
We'll
glasses.
see what play the Bulldogs are going to dial up here.
I mean, my glasses.
Yeah, I don't know. That's he's a.
I'd already conceded my shoes, but my glasses.
Yeah. Do you feed him?
They're going for it, Ranger fans. On your feet. Big stop.
I told you, see, they got most of it here. Now they got to.
All right,
Got to be the way they want to go.
Come on, lineman.
I don't know about this.
Come on, lineman.
Going to be a big push on that front line.
Come on, Mark.
Gives him motion. Now Stratman. He's going to take it under center.
Hold on. Ashton Peters appears to have it in his hands. Either way, I believe it would have been first down. That defense was ready for that play. And a brilliant heads-up play by number 33. First and 10, Roland Rangers.
Well, something different.
There's two trains of thought, Farn.
Well, I know you're going to tell me what they are.
You don't want to know?
Yeah, I want to know. I mean, that was a.
You got 4th and an inch.
Yeah.
And you got to go intricate to get it?
No.
Okay.
No. We need a yard. We're going to get a
Roland
yard.
Rangers carrying a lot of momentum.
All right. Now we got to get a big stop here.
Number 2's going to take the handoff inside run.
Counterplay.
There we go.
Flip the ball out of there.
Number 10, Crosno, shucks and jives a little, gets a couple on the play.
I'm feeling better, though, ain't you,
Zach
Farn?
Parker and Foster in on that tackle.
We seem to be, like, kind of pulling together here.
We've kind of taken the blow, and now
we get the ball first in the second half.
Yeah.
We don't want to go to sleep here because, you know, it's a minute 22. I don't know whether they're just trying to go to the
maybe just trying to run it out for this.
run it out and make an appearance. They're
Second
trying to run it
about
out and
8
all of a
to go
sudden
for
do
the
something.
Rangers.
That's
Number
pass
2's
play
going to hand
there.
off to the left side this time.
Well,
Crosno earning yardage the hard way.
That may be why they didn't make much yardage because they were pass blocking.
They think they're going to throw it. No,
Maybe
they're going to run the clock out of here. 14-8. Let's wait.
First half winding down inside of 45 seconds.
The clock
Number
wind
2's going to
down.
keep it himself. Rolling left.
No,
Get it,
Shuts the defender. Got a ball caught. First down yardage. Beautiful pass. Beautiful catch. That's number 22. Tyson Williams on the catch. And that's going to be good enough for another Roland Ranger.
You talk about taking some
Well,
chances.
I'll tell you
Gosh,
what, we had a good pass rush.
Yeah.
We contested for the catch,
Yeah.
and they just made the play.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Made a good catch, but
Yeah, he did.
man.
And he was under duress when he threw it. That's why I thought we might have a chance.
Yeah.
You know, that's the kind that
Right.
usually don't work out too well for the offense.
Throw off that back foot.
Yeah, he's trying to get rid of it before he gets
Short
sacked.
throws it. Yeah.
Next thing you know, the other team has
6 points. There's opportunity. We'll get some more, but man, I don't think I would have thrown that ball down there on the 15.
How about this? Have you noticed anybody cramping up, Park?
No, we haven't seen one tonight. Now, we've had a couple people limp off a little bit. I think
No, usually
Parker
they.
limped, but we ain't had nobody laying on the ground, you know. And again, I don't know what the temperature is right now.
Showing
But-
about 92 degrees outside.
Man, it ain't. This is nice. It really is, and we're sitting outside of here.
All
It's
these
better out here than it
all
is
these
inside.
coaches in Apology, they got their kids in shape.
Yeah,
Usually there's lots of cramps in that first game.
yeah, they have. We're gonna get.
Now be careful.
One
We're saying
more play.
that, Coach. Now don't jinx it now. Yep. Hot shotgun.
Loose
Bobble
snap
snap in the
right
back.
there.
He's
Number 2
looking
holds
long
on the ball and
downfield.
Gets the ball downfield. Number 4.
No.
Gets underneath it. First down catch by number 4. That's Dakota Price. Put that boy on
They're coming for the
split
catch. Big game for the Rangers. They're hurrying up right here. 22 seconds. Referee says start the clock.
Roland going hurry up. They're going to clock it. They've got about 17 seconds remaining.
Got a flag
Flag on
down
the
here.
play.
That was illegal motion.
false start on the offense.
Here's we have a false start on Roland.
17
Clock stopped
seconds.
anyhow.
5-yard penalty.
They're going to start just shy of half field to go. First down.
Start the clock. Start the clock. There you go.
He's going to start.
There you go.
Rangers hurrying to the line, 10 seconds. Phone dead. Looks like we're going to have a timeout called for the Rangers.
We
Somebody,
had too many out there.
somebody jerked their head off.
Muldrow's going to take a second to think about it.
You know, in professional ranks, if you get a penalty without any timeouts or you don't call a timeout, it's a 10-second runoff.
Yeah.
But I can see they can't really do that in high school because who has a you have to be able to communicate with the
Right.
clock keeper. And
Right.
a lot of people don't possess that ability. So
No, they said something about, I think the pros they're not going to stop the clock maybe this year. You know, after first downs where they were stopping it.
Well, no, when they move the chains on a long game like that, they do stop the clock, but then he blows it to start again.
That's a change this year.
what end?
Professional football, isn't that what they talk about, Chris?
Well, I mean, of course, we do it here in high school and
Something
collegiate.
about the clock starting it. You didn't see that? You don't watch professional football.
I tell you what, Farn, the stuff
9
you
seconds left and one timeout.
Just get you thinking.
Yeah.
Oh,
Number 2
come on
calls
now.
for it. Got 2 wide.
No.
A
Get him.
beautiful
Oh,
pocket
nice.
Get him. Hold on to him.
Until it
Nice
collapses.
play by Stratman and
There you go.
number
many
11,
timeouts do
E.J.
they have?
Sanders.
Stratman on the stop for Muldrow.
I swear that's the fourth one. Did they change the timeout rule and give them 4 this year at home?
I don't know how many they had.
They have. What would you do here, Barn? Would you try hook and lateral? Would you just try to hit it up the middle, maybe run it? Would you try just a boundary route down the sideline?
I think I'd just hand it off. I wouldn't throw it. I mean, I'd be afraid of them picking it. I mean, he's threw a couple, you know, kind of ducks up in the air, and they come down with them. But I wouldn't take no chances of getting a pick at this.
Oh,
this
they're just
point
going to
in the
do the
game.
old.
They're going to just knee it.
Take a knee here.
Yeah, this victory formation.
1.2 on the clock. This appears to be the victory formation.
Oh, no.
And they're going to run the ball to the right. Up the middle's number 7. He's got some room. He's going to be chipped up. Man, is a good shot, though. At the end of the half.
Well, we got a little bit of trickery
Roland
right
at
here before the
14,
end of the
Muldrow
half.
8.
Rangers are up 14-8 for the Bulldogs. Well, we want to say thank you once again to our sponsors here tonight, Midland Motors, 427 Auto Sales, and Rick's Tires and McKenzie
Come on
Asphalt.
down.
And we got a special thing coming up later on in the game. We're going to have the Coaches Players of the Week, which is brought to you by the Muldrow Quarterback Club. Now, I haven't even told the coaches about this, so y'all guys are going to have to study up. But Coach Ryan, you will choose the offensive player of the game, and Coach Farney will choose the defensive player of the game for Muldrow. Okay. And so that's brought to you, like I said, by Muldrow Quarterback Club, Coaches Players of the Week. And so we'll be coming to you later on in the second half with that information. But we want to say, once again, thank you for all of our sponsors and your support this year. And we'll be right back after the half. All right, and we are back. About 2 minutes left here at halftime, 14-8. Rangers have the lead at the time being. Coaches, over the halftime break, I know you guys were giving it some thought, what y'all were seeing out here, but if you could kind of give us a summary of what you think.
Well, you know, halftime, you know, I'm thinking this is Roland Muldrow, man. And I'm hoping Coach got up there and just lit their little butts up and let them know it's time to bow her neck and come out and play. It's good to be sound, and there's some areas that they're going to get better at. You know, we need to stop counter. They're hurting us there with counter a little bit. And we've got at the end a little better with we did bow up a little bit and stop some stuff there. They got 2 big pass plays there at the end. You know, we're not thinking they're going to do it, but you know, this is Roland Muldrow. It's time to bow up and get ready. This second half is, of course, where it's going to be won. And our run game, we had an opportunity there. We got the turnover that we've been talking about we needed. We didn't complete it down here. We had a chance and didn't get it done. But it's 14-8. We're in the game, and I like our run game. I thought we've been picking up some, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6 yards at times. We have completed a couple big passes, but what do you think, Coach?
Oh, I think that the weather's cooled off. This comes down to who wants it the most.
Yeah.
We had our opportunities. They had opportunities. We just got to come through and stick together. I'll tell you what, I know enough about that Parker kid after watching him in the first half. If he gets that ball on this kickoff return, like accidentally they kicked it to him a while ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if they plan on doing that again.
That had to be an accident because I got news for you. He's his own worst enemy because if he doesn't run into that pile and just waits just a second, if he ever gets out here to the sideline, I think the people will see what made him such a rock star in the track season. People, they just hung out with him. He was winning stuff, winning so many things. He's a good athlete.
Yeah.
We've got to do something inside on the defensive line to confuse the blocking schemes a little bit better because right now they're getting through to our second level with both backs intact, and it's making it almost impossible for those linebackers to fight through and get it done.
Yeah.
But if some direction there, some games we might play, I think that'll be to our benefit.
Coming back from halftime.
Some kind of stemming or slant.
Well, I'm talking about movement. Yeah, once the ball snapped.
We've learned most of their yardage the hard way at the inside.
Right now, it's anybody's ball game.
Oh, yeah.
Pass the ball pretty well.
So we'll see
They're
what
looking
happens.
to come out
I know
here
one
and shut
thing.
down Muldrow. That way they can get
It's
back
close
on the
enough that
side.
everybody out here knows that they've got a chance to win it. They're still
There
in
ain't
it.
nobody leaving.
That's right.
And there's a pretty good crowd showed up, too.
Oh,
after
you bet, yeah.
Logan Lorenz set the kick for the Rangers. Onside kick. Looks recovered.
That's going to be scooped up by number 36 for
they're going to. That was number 36. Landon Morgan.
I'm gonna tell you
Great
what,
hands.
Somebody has done a good job with that now.
Yeah.
Because we have played 2 of those tonight, and like you're supposed to.
And really, that was a good kick. I mean, if you're doing an onside kick like that, you can ask for better.
You know, you hear a bunch of people running full speed there right about at you, and you got to go up there and catch that ball. And it kind of makes you tingle a little bit.
You got to be focused
to think about what could happen next.
First play from
Sutton and Gibbs in the backfield. Gibbs, a little bit in motion.
Sutton lines up in the shotgun.
Sutton hands off to Gibbs. Gibbs going to cut off to the left side. It looks like he's got an opening over here. He's still on his feet.
Still on his feet.
Wow.
It's going to look like he's going to pick up about 8 over here.
I think they're going to give us a first down.
Home side.
Yeah, it's first down.
Number 7, Palmer has a good little scan.
I don't know here.
Them chains.
They're moving the chains as a first down.
Yeah, that was a good run by Gibbs.
His first hit was right there at the line, and he just powered on through.
The Roland's come out to second half. They've gone to a little 4-4 look. First half, they mainly played a 3-4.
Sutton calls the ball, handoff.
Gibbs back at the middle.
He's swallowed up immediately by number 22.
Gets about a yard on the play.
Tyson Wood for
Which
Roland.
should be better for us because that's what we saw in practice. Playing in the scrimmages. So
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Start out with good field position. We get a first down here now. Keep it on the ground. Let's go. Keep it going.
Second down and 7 or 8 to
Got
go.
3
for
out wide.
Muldrow.
Sutton puts Gibbs in motion.
Sutton
Hand off
calls
again.
the handoff right
Gibbs,
on time.
Get out of
And
there.
we got a big old swinging arm tackle by number 66.
Caught him right at the jersey
Jackson
there.
Pruitt pulls down the ball runner from
Man,
Muldrow.
I thought he was
And
going
that's
to
gonna
be
bring up third down.
slingshot for 6.
yeah,
Sling him out of there.
back in the Earl Campbell days, that break tearaway jerseys that had been touched.
Yeah.
Could have been a little bit higher. It could have been a horse collar almost up on the top of the shoulder pads, but he got all shirt there.
Here we go, Rangers. Get on your feet. We got a third down stop right here. Hoping to take Muldrow out of
Sutton hands off to Gibbs.
position.
Gibbs back up the middle.
And they're going to stop him short.
And he's still on his feet.
Keeps his feet,
brought
continues
down.
running. And I believe they're going to mark
Brought
it
down
for
by
first
number
down
33, Ashton Peters. And that's going to be a first down for the Bulldogs.
Well,
I tell you
he
what.
got a 1st and 10 there, but I believe he left a little meat on the bone, to be honest
Yeah,
with you, because if
but-
he hadn't run into that pile, I think he had some
Well,
good space there.
Partain and
Stratton,
Gleason, man, they moved their guy. They pushed him. They moved their guy 5 yards, and he ran right up into their back.
Come on,
Sutton rolling off to the left side.
Hold him up there.
Looking
hold him up there.
downfield.
Get him. Go.
Now he's gonna
Go,
cut back to the
Reed.
right.
Go, Reed.
Still
Go,
looking.
Reed.
Think he might keep it?
going.
No.
No.
He's going to go ahead and let it fly. Almost picked off.
Oh, man.
Huge stop there by number 4. That's Dakota Price holding it down on the defensive end.
I thought maybe he could have picked up 5 or 6, but it's hard to throw that ball back like that.
Well, I'll be honest with you. If he'd have just lofted it,
Little touch.
yeah, a little
Over the
over
top,
that guy.
yeah.
The guy was behind.
Yeah, he was open.
And he extended the play. He
Yeah.
made a good
Roland
decision.
defense showing a lot of
Yeah,
It
grit,
looked
is.
like we
giving
were
up.
playing with house money
These young
where he
men
can
trying to
either
keep
run
Muldrow
for
out of the
10
end
or
zone.
somebody gets open. We're going to be a big
Yeah.
play. But
Second and 10 to go.
All right.
There's
Sutton
the snap,
handing off to
inside handoff.
Parker.
Nice
cutting
finger by
upfield.
number 28.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to pull in about 8 yards there, if I'm seeing it right.
Zach
Oh,
Parker on
again,
the
that's
carry.
good by
Not
Mark
far enough
up
yards
front.
for the first down. Going to bring up 2nd and 2. I'm sorry, 3rd down and 2 to go.
Destin. Who is Corbett?
tell you what, that was a nice run there. He forced his way up in the seam.
Yeah.
That was a
I
good
wonder how
job.
much he weighs.
I'm going to guess 175 or 80.
175.
Big 3rd down right here, trying to keep Muldrow out of the red zone. That defensive front
Sudden handoff
laying
to
hard on
Parker.
those hands, and
All
he's gonna
bunched
take
up
it
right
down
at the
behind.
line. Nothing
Well,
doing.
it's going to be close.
And it's going to depend on where they spot this ball.
Now, would you believe this guy
Number
over here on
24,
this
Cash
side's the
Bobbin
one
in
that
on
come
the
in and
stop there for the
spotted it?
Rangers.
I'm sorry.
I think he gave us a good spot.
We're going to call in the chain gang and check it out.
Man.
Looks like the
Last time it
Reds
didn't
are gonna
go our
call an
way.
official timeout.
Yeah.
Well, I just hope the Lincoln Riley playbook page blew out the window during the halftime. It's like something Lincoln Riley would do.
Well, they're getting out the measuring tape here, Coach,
Well,
and we're going to see what happens.
Down.
Last time the Rangers were in favor of this call. We'll see if they were able to make the stop this
That
time.
one chain has like a little tape measure deal. You pull on it and it just goes out. I've seen it.
Gosh.
Look at him.
Oh, man.
And they're going to be short.
Yeah.
Jerk it a little harder. Maybe you can slide it on down that way. Let's see.
Just short. But I will say this, it is good to see that the officials are taking that time out to make sure they got the call right.
Oh,
Yeah, sometimes you don't see that. And
Call was fine. The spot was ridiculous. Like I say, this guy over here on this sideline, one spot, we run to that side
All
of the
right,
field.
Ranger fans, on your feet. This is a big play right here. Third down inside the red zone. We're going to see if this defense can get it done. They've done so many times this night.
I'm not sure I like this formation.
Set the snap, Parker hitting the backfield and taken down for a loss.
Trigger, 2-2, A-Train. Taking them down, bringing up turnover on downs. Nice program going.
Too much penetration.
It's not that we can't move it.
No. All right, D, let's hold them right here.
Number 2 lines up in the shotgun.
Counter.
He's going to hand it off left side.
Come on. That's better. There we go.
Turning and swirling.
Atta baby.
Number 10, Crosno. That run's going to be good.
He squeezed it down, made it tight,
About the same
and
thing.
actually had to bounce it out like he made to do. That's better. There we go.
Defense
Second
putting
and
up a
10.
stop there.
Yeah, they got the little 5 front there that time, Barn.
Yeah.
I guess they decided, hey,
We need one more.
let's put a few more down
We
there.
need one more. Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, they got
Single back set for the Rangers.
Come on.
Inside hand off to 10. He's got some speed. Lowers his shoulder.
Dalton Crosno again with the carry.
Almost the first down yardage.
Maybe just short of that first down.
That was Foster and who else was in on that play?
You got another official timeout here. Looks like they're going to pull the sticks one more time.
What's O'Allen getting paid by the hour or something? That's obviously short.
He may be getting paid popcorn. You know, when we re-signed our contracts, one of them was lots of drinks and all the popcorn that we could eat, and then really nice press box. Now we've got to go over the second one. The press box setting is not that great tonight.
They are short about 2 chain links on that
usually
one.
you go check the
That's going to
popcorn
bring
out,
up third
Barn.
down.
Yeah.
I was willing to send a student down there to get you some, Coach, to try it out.
What'd he say? You didn't want it?
No.
What, you afraid they're going to make you pay for it?
Well, I don't know.
Hey,
Popcorn going to go push you past your limit.
It's not. I don't think it's as good here.
Leadership and they are getting it done, man. Rocking the house.
All right, D, come on now.
Bulldogs with 5 up front.
Come on.
Rolling back in the shotgun.
There's something to it, I guess.
High snap once again.
High snap. Pulls it
Oh,
down,
he's-
gets it to Crosno.
I thought he was
Still on his
down.
feet. He's carrying 2 defenders with him. And he's got more than enough yards for another Roland Ranger. Let's go.
He's a load. We're wrapping him up there, but we can't get him down. I think he's listed 220 pounds, 5'11", 220.
Roland looking to sustain
Back
a
again
drive
in the
here.
shotgun.
Number 2 calls for
Enzo,
it.
hands off to
Handoff again.
Crosno.
To the right side, number 10.
I think
That run home
Yep.
run good for about 7.
Joe Will.
Stratman, yep.
Yeah, he was in on that tackle before last I was looking at. And he's in on that one too.
Rangers taking their time.
Logan calls for it. Right side handoff.
There we
Nice
go.
hit.
Add up, baby.
Picking up about a yard loss on that.
That's better. Good job. Little Josh. 77 in on that play that time. I believe Stratman was again. Third and what?
Third down and 3 yards to go, Coach. 5 minutes left here in the third quarter.
Logan calls for it. He's going
It's going to be a quarterback keeper.
Right side.
Slide down right on the other side of the
In doing so, he's gained enough yardage.
first down marker.
And they're going to move the chains. That's another Roland Ranger. Yes, sir.
We need another one of them turnovers, Coach.
Now looky where they've got that box over there marked.
And
where
look at the ball,
is.
yeah.
How many yards you think they got to go for a first down?
It looked like
Logan
going
calls for it.
down.
Hands
Oh,
across
come
on
on,
the
come
left
on, come on,
side.
come on. Add up,
Will
baby.
Stratman with a hit.
There
Bringing
you
him back.
go. Slang him down.
Nice show of sportsmanship there by number 44, Muldrow. That's Will Stratman on the stop. Nicely done, young man.
We'll get after him a little bit. Well, I think I think the ball's marked the same place it was
Yeah.
first down.
Yeah. Yeah, they
They
give him
ain't changed it.
9 yards to go.
All right, D.
So we got some things working here.
Coach, I think you're right on that.
Second long upcoming.
Counter. Boot.
Get you right there, right there. There we go. Come on. Gibbs with the first hit, and he's wrapping him up, tearing him down.
Baby. Atta boy.
Good for about 5 yards, bringing up third and short.
Run a little boot off of it there. We used to call that bomber. We bought him from backside over. Come on now.
Renzo Anderson on.
Wishbone.
Get him,
He's
get
gonna
him,
hit
get
it right side.
Hands off, too.
Well, it's fourth
Number
down,
33
boys.
Stretches it out, but that's gonna
Ashton
bring up a
Peters on the
fourth
carry
and
there.
short play. About
Still
40
fourth down.
yards to go for the first down marker.
Looks like they got about 3.
Boy, we could use a stop right here.
Yeah.
All right, get big, Ranger fans. Fourth down.
Come on, Dakota. Come on, Will.
Coach dials it up. Number 2's under center.
Renzo hands off to.
Oh, golly. And we're still looking for the call.
Oh, I thought we had him in there, and then he just jerked loose.
I'm not sure we don't have him.
Well, Coach.
They're waiting on the call here. What was going on?
I think he might be. He said first down Muldrow. I thought he got it.
Huh?
Looks like the ball came up just a little short.
All right.
You underestimated the power of an honest official. See this boy over here? If they run it this way, they'd have got it. But they ran it that way. They didn't get it. So now that's the break I've been looking for right there.
This guy thinks he's the only one that can mark the ball.
Stand.
We've been on the verge of moving the ball in the end zone 2 or 3 times, and we got down there, and we've ended up just a little bit light. Go get the lead.
Playing wide. One back in the backfield.
Count him.
Rolling off to the right side.
Right.
There we go.
Nice little pass on the run.
Catch made by Nick Rhodes, number 20.
That was a nice throw, nice catch.
Oh, Nick caught him one.
Yes, he did.
How about that? That's got to feel good.
If I'm not mistaken, that was number 40 for Roland. That's Alex Brand on the stop.
There we go. All right, now.
Denying the first down yardage, second and about a yard to go. Sudden call.
Hand off to Gibbs. Gibbs cutting up the field. He's got the first down and more.
Oh, yeah. Punish him,
Hold on to. Able to hold on to the ball and bring it down.
That boy's been in a rolling game now. You see, I don't know how big he is, but he come up there and blew them guys up. He said, you ain't taking me down. Good run. Old Gibbs.
He's dandy.
Coach, don't forget that we're going to be choosing the players of the game, offensive and defensive player of the week.
Oh, now.
A lot of motion on the Muldrow side there.
What'd you see?
Well, they had.
Looks like there was about a couple of questions about what was about to happen.
They had a motion, and he went and got set. The back moved up to get set about the same time as the motion man came in motion.
Okay.
So that motion guy was going to have to get set, and I don't think they had it in their system that he's reset. So that's what happened on that. I know one thing.
The Rangers have gotten in the Bulldogs. We've gotten last 3 drives. We ain't seen a score.
I tell you what, it's something to celebrate when we see a stop though, because you get to worrying about hey, they're going to go all the way down here.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're thinking the same thing right now.
Yeah.
We've got down about to 20 about 3 times now in a row and
Right.
failed to produce any points.
Yeah. So. We've got time, but, man, we sure need to get one in right here.
Yeah.
We sure do.
Well, Muldrow fans are all out here tonight. Got a packed house.
Yeah, we got a good crowd out here tonight. When we first got here, of course, it was hot then, it's probably 100 degrees, but okay.
Approaching 1 minute left in the third quarter.
Come on now.
Sutton.
Let's get his
in the backfield with one back.
5 or 6
He calls the
yards
ball,
here.
drops the
Looking
block,
downfield. He's going
He's got a
long.
man downfield.
Oh, just
my
out.
gosh. And we can't get a flag. We can't get a flag. That looked like interference to me.
Roland Rangers.
Yeah, I thought it was interference. Don't be looking at me like that. If he touched me, it's
I
interference.
believe that was number 8, Lucas Younger, defending deep on that one.
It don't matter if we're playing defense.
I remember an interference down here against Roland where they were like 4 yards out of bounds. You remember that?
Don't bring that up.
Oh, Ron Rogers, first year here. Boy, come down here. There's Alan Crosland.
It
was the man.
It was out of bounds, too.
I know, 4 yards out of bounds.
Oh, my gosh.
Three-man defense.
Sudden handoff to Foster. Foster, he's got an open lane right there. He's keeping on going. Finally brought down there just on the other side. Looks like about the 18-yard line.
Wow. Man, there's
got squared up on
the track star gets the first down.
Damage, but that's going to go ahead and bring up a first.
No, that was Foster, Coach. That was Foster.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, Foster.
And we got, we've had Foster, we've got Gibbs, we've got Parker. He said he was going to run some different ones in there. Keep them fresh.
Well, Coach, I stand corrected on that spot. It's on the 21, not the 18.
I was going to let it slide.
This time Sutton has a couple backs with him in the backfield.
Sutton handing off again to Foster. Gets on the outside. He's on the opening.
Touchdown, Bulldogs. Hot dogs. Man, he got around that corner and got loose. Oh, man.
Yep.
We got a good one tonight, Coach.
Oh, yeah.
That was a great run.
All right.
There's going to be some broken hearts here tonight.
Tristan Walter. Formation. Back off to Zach Parker. Oh, he's just brought down. Loss.
No good on the PAT. Number 40, that young man's been all over the field tonight.
Well, we're tied up, Horn.
I think it almost looked like he might have cramped up right there at that when he tried to shift his weight or something.
He was trying to find a move that he didn't have at that time.
Well, Coach, there we go, 14-14, all tied up here.
Yeah, we got a game.
Well, we do appreciate everybody who's tuning in, and of course, we've been seeing all kinds of commentary, not just out here, but also on our YouTube channel, and everyone's chiming in on the chat, and so we really appreciate that. And, tell us where you're tuning in from. We'd love to hear from you, and if you're from the farthest ones away, hey, we'll give you a mention on the next broadcast. But we want to say thank you so much to our sponsors, Midland Motors, 427 Auto Sales, Rick's Tires, and McKenzie Asphalt. Thank you for your support.
I'm going to have to go see old Rick's Tires.
Yeah.
I've got some. My Jeep is about on its last 250 yards.
You've been running on balloons for 6 months.
I swear I got magnets on the sides of my tires, so they just pick up every nail.
But he can fix you up with some good tires.
Well, we're even up, Farn.
Yeah. Well,
tell you what, you better be
going into the fourth quarter.
DJ Massey.
Well, we've seen
Rangers.
You better make sure you got what you want on your two-point play and things like that, because we're fixing to get down to the nitty-gritty here. What a game.
We were, we won back-to-back when we were coaching. Remember we had the
number 28, Zach Parker.
Chris, I can't remember his name.
Deep kick.
Come on, Chris. Hold on. There we go.
And he's going to be stopped about the 32, 33-yard line.
Strapman on the
tackle. One year down
27 stretch.
We went for 2 and had to have it to win.
Yeah, 27 stretch.
Got it over at left-hand corner.
You know what we
did? We did it the same thing at home.
Yeah, we did it the next
year.
The same way,
same play. Same play, same kid.
Yeah.
That was Chris. I can't remember.
He's a good boy.
Yes, he was. Those were really good games.
Yeah.
We've had some good
were
games
great,
in the past.
great
Just
games.
exciting.
They could have went either
back
way,
and forth.
Yeah.
We've had some good ones. This is a good one.
This is a fine game.
Yep.
All right, get their money's worth here. We've made a little adjustment on defense. I like it.
Yeah, I do too.
That guy was going down the stands.
Gosh, dang it. Oh, man.
And a nice downhill run.
We had him for a loss.
They had a lineman going down and getting in his stance when they snapped the ball.
Did he? Yeah, I don't see no flag.
That was over here where I told you the make-believe referee was.
His backs have been pounding hard. Each carry, they're carrying 2 or 3 guys within multiple yards.
What's he talking about? Well, that guy was
Well, I
down
don't
the
know.
stands. Is it illegal for him to go down the stands while the ball's being snapped?
We had him wrapped up there and just let him go. But yeah, we made that adjustment at halftime, Coach, and put that extra guy in the
Well, you know, the only thing is now that there's a upside and there's a downside. The downside is you got more up there, but the downside is you better make sure you don't miss because there's not many left in the backside.
Right. Yeah.
But what difference does it make if they're always getting to the backside? It won't matter.
If they're always getting that
you got
second
plenty
level.
to tackle them, but you're going to be down inside your 10 in a matter of minutes.
Exactly. Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Well, wind's going to be at their back, but there hadn't been anything but kickoffs in this game. No punts.
No. We haven't attempted an extra point.
No, we haven't.
No.
That may not be our strength this year. Now you do realize, though, Coach, that this will be, and you know this, but the most improvement that the team will make all year will be from this first game to their second game.
Right.
Because I know you scrimmaged, I know you've been practicing, but when you get the eye on you and you get the film and you look and you say, wait a minute.
Yeah, you can really get coached up then.
And you learn just as much winning as you do losing.
Yeah.
We still got a timeout happening here.
I don't know. There's some discussion here as to something.
Well, they keep moving the chains back and forth, and then just.
That's not right. It's not right. They had the ball on the. I'm not sure yet.
All right, D, come on now.
Single back set, number 2 calls
So,
for
hands off again to
Crosno has ahead of steam, and he's going to get yardage for another Roland Ranger. There we go.
Waiting on that one.
That has been their bread and butter tonight.
Well, our linebackers, neither one of them blocked, but they're waiting, and they should have come up and laid a lick on him. We need a stop. Come on now.
Logan under center with the wishbone behind him. This time a handoff left side.
Oh, no.
Number 10, Crosno again. That kid's getting 3 and 4 yards after first
Crosno
contact.
once again.
And that's good enough for another.
Brought down by Zachary Parker and Cody Gibbs.
Parker and Gibbs.
My brother tells me that Van Buren's ahead of Alma, 24-7.
24-7.
Over Alma. That's
Van
a big
Buren?
rivalry over there.
That is a big game for them.
Rangers looking to carry some momentum. Left side
this tackle up
handoff,
front,
number 10.
Brought down once
I'll
again
tell you
by
what, I'll take 8 yards
Gibbs
to
and
carry
Parker.
all day long. Twice on Sunday.
Who's 49?
49, that's Dakota.
Rushing's got to make a bigger effort on that. He was the man left. You can tell by watching him, he knows it too.
Yeah. Little big Braxton down there.
Second and short play coming. Logan's under center. Little counter play to Ashton Peters down the right side.
Number 33, Ashton Peters. He's going to pick up the first down for the Rangers.
Them boys are on a roll.
Clock restarting.
It is running counter left, counter right. Josh went out. Who came in? May have been Dustin. Yeah, their movement. That time, yeah.
Flag on a play. Offsides.
And unfortunately, that's going to be a false start on the Rangers.
That helps.
Back them up a little bit. Still first down.
We'll take that one.
Yeah.
1st and 15 for the Rangers.
Long time in the huddle, Farm. What does that tell you?
I don't know what to tell you.
Usually a pass play.
Logan under center.
No.
Come on, guys.
And I tell you what, these Roland Ranger backs are running downhill and hard. They're getting 6, 7 at a time. Second down play coming up.
Still back in the wishbone. Under center.
Second and 6
Renzo.
play coming
In
up.
that gap,
Renz.
squeeze it. Boot, boot,
Rolls
boot,
off
boot,
down
boot.
to the right boot pass. He
And
just didn't handle it right. Number 22.
I know that young
Tyson Williams.
He
He was open, and we had a kind of slow played that.
Caught a break there, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
3rd and
6.
6.
6. Come on, squeeze it down.
Come on, come
City,
God.
right side handoff to Ashton Peters. My gosh. Just leveling folks with those shoulder pads. And they're already walking with the chains. That's enough for another Roland Ranger.
Yeah. We had the same thing happen on that right side. We didn't get it squeezed down in there. When that guy blocks down, bam, I'm coming. Right down in there, and I'm going to take that backwards block on, and we're going to squeeze that down and make it hard for them to run. But we just
Roland
not doing it
imposing
right
their
now.
will. They're going to hand off right side again. Peters gets the call. And that run's going to be good for about 6 yards, bringing up second down and about 4 to go.
Well, you think they're going to run it again?
Coach Cantrell's going to dial one up and send in number 8, Lucas Younger, with the play.
Yep.
Come on, D. Need to bow up right here. Let's go.
Stratman coming back in. Fake the handoff, boot pass. He's going to try it again. And just outside.
Nice touch on the ball, well defended. That was close.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we're good. He ain't. Get up. Get up. Get up. He's up. Get up there. There you go.
Looks like they're both walking a little stiff-legged right there.
Lucas a little slow to get up. Glad to see him up and around. He's been very productive for this Roland Rangers offense.
Well, Coach, starting to get that little, actually like a little cool breeze coming through right now. Just almost feels like a fall football game now.
Well, fall can't be too far off.
Can't be too far, but when we were setting up today, I was thinking, man, it's just going to be blazing hot. But, you know, it actually turned out to be a pretty good night tonight.
It'll change. It'll change.
It's not bad right now.
That playoff game, I couldn't get enough clothes on. I was mad at myself for not bringing more.
Logan's under center, wishbone behind him.
Oh, no.
That's Peters rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. He's inside the 10, which means that's enough for another Roland Ranger.
Yeah, Will was
first
there
and goal.
that time, just missed him. Will's been back there at times. And he's made some, but
Well, that's too deep in the backfield, though. He's got to flatten off when the guard pulls. It don't need him running on up the field. That's not it.
First and goal play. Logan under center. He's going to hand off to number 10. Got a head of steam. He looks as though he was stopped just short of the end zone line. Number 23, Ashton Foster on the stop for Muldrow. We're
going to have to really do some work here. We're getting pushed around too much.
Yeah.
You know that old Bruce Lee
got
film?
Second and goal from the 2-inch line.
The way of water, you know, be water. That's what we look like, water.
Logan calls for it. Spins, hands it off. Touchdown, Rangers!
Hey.
That was tough.
That don't matter.
We're going to get the ball back.
We'd like to
go down
not.
and score.
We'd like to have the lead or tied up when we got the ball, but we're just had to outscore them by 7 points this half somehow.
Been 2 for 2 tonight.
He's going to miss it.
Kick is up.
That kid's
Kick is good.
He's good. He's 3 for 3 in
Number 7.
Oh, yeah.
Lorenz is slow to get up after the point after attempt.
That's Logan Lorenz.
What's he? Is he the kicker?
Yeah. Number 7.
I hope he's all right. I'd hate to see something happen. I wonder what happened. I was watching.
Well, he was the kicker.
Ball.
I mean, I don't know.
He's kicking now.
Hey, nice to see him kicking around a little bit. In good spirits after putting a point on the board for the Rangers.
All right. Let's get this thing.
Nicely done, number 7.
Probably a little cramp or something right there.
And go score 5:48. It's plenty of time.
Well, plenty of time for what?
Score a touchdown. You want to go? You want to go for 2? You want to kick it?
I don't know that we have a kicker. Do you?
Well, I think we talked about that. We ain't seen the kick tonight. But
I guess Parker's the one that does the kicking.
Well, we have. I mean, he's been doing great on place kicking tonight.
He has.
Huh?
Yeah.
On kickoffs?
Kickoffs, yeah. He's done good.
I mean, he's been putting them at the 10.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? Is there any chance that we're
pause and play, maybe get a little hydration going? Of course, we've seen some trickery tonight from Roland, and, you know, here with a lead, 5:48 left here in the fourth quarter. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw some of that again.
You know, they haven't kicked the ball down the field,
One
so
time.
to speak. But,
Yeah, one time.
well, it was a kind of a deep hooch. Is that the one that
Well, they've changed their kicker
Harker?
now because Lorenz has been their place kicker, but now Ashton Peters has
yeah,
taken over since he cramped up on the sideline.
these inside guys better be ready. Could be one of those hard dribblers.
Number 20, Nick Rhodes, deep for Muldrow to return.
I'd like to see us turn this one all the way back.
Looks like Ashton Peters going to boot it. And it's going to be quickly scooped up by Muldrow at about the 46-yard line by number 8, Deshaun Wilson.
Couldn't ask for a better spot to start.
Yeah.
And they've done that 3 times.
I could ask for a better spot, like the
What would you
1-yard
want?
line down there or something. But I don't want to score early. I don't want to score where we got time to score.
Well,
Man, what
Go
an
for
incredible
2.
football game this has turned out to be.
Finish is
Pretty
still on a
close.
high
Will's
note.
defense is going to try to shut down Muldrow here. Two-back backfield for Sutton. He's going to hand it off inside to number 44.
Strapman.
And
Get it
he's
upfield for the first down.
Until eventually being taken down by number 66. That's Braxton Pruitt.
Stratman said, let me have the
Well, I was
ball.
going to say, is that one of the first times he's ran the ball out of the backfield tonight?
No, I don't. I think he has before. But boy, he ran that with some authority.
Yes, he did.
Well,
Here we are on the 44-yard line and 5 minutes, 19 seconds.
Got Gibbs back there now.
First and 10 play upcoming. Number 10 calls for
Hand off to Gibbs.
Right side by number 6.
Oh, he's mad at the
Number 40
line.
makes initial
Trying to push
contact.
him off,
Also
but
has a try at it.
nothing
And
doing
it
with
looks
a
like
couple-yard
Latavius,
loss.
Number 15.
look where they mark this ball.
We see a guy
Latavius
up
Jones
at
on
the
the stop.
top.
He had help from number 2 and number 24.
That's ridiculous.
Logan
Got the
Thomas
yard line up there.
and Cash Bobbitt helping out on the stop.
Look at there. He couldn't even believe it.
This guy's marked them all night long.
Yeah.
I thought we was going to get away with it. Well, that play just
Inside of 5 minutes.
really bummed up
Second
from
down.
the
A
start.
pretty good trip to go.
Sutton's going to keep it back.
Looking.
Looking.
Left. Got a man in his face.
Oh!
Yeah, I'll be done.
Gerard Palmer.
Scooped by number 7.
Gerard.
Palmer.
That's Palmer.
He scooped. That's the second one he
That's Jeremy.
scooped up there.
Well,
Reed put it out there to him.
sure did.
He come up with it. That third and, what we got, 3rd and 4?
3rd and 3 or 4.
And again, this big Muldrow is not looking to lay down.
Come on,
They're
O-line.
trying to do some work here.
Third down.
Defense
3
trying to
yards
come
to
up with a
go.
stop on third down.
Come on, O-line.
Number 10
Boom.
calls for it.
Get that
Inside
kick.
handoff.
Gibbs.
Ah, get
And
in
he's
there,
gonna be
Gibbs.
Pushing
tripped
upfield.
up.
See where they spot
And
it.
it looks like short of a first down.
Man,
That's going to bring up a big
It's gotta be
first down
close.
play right here for the Rangers.
Gibbs, he was trying. It ain't because he wasn't giving some effort. 3:24.
Well, I believe that they'll be bringing their backers inside there.
Man, if you're not on your feet, you should be.
Which I got to say, I think this is the
Fourth
big
and
play of the
2.
game right here.
Defense looking to make a huge pivotal stop right here. Number 10 keeps it himself, and he is wrapped up in the backfield. First down, Rangers. Number 40 doing work. Number 24 doing work. Number 33 doing work.
Boy, they opened the door, and here they come. Yeah. 3:01.
Yeah, that's a tough deal about the old spread offense. That double down, kick out.
Yeah.
stop stuff, you don't really have that. You almost have to risk one-on-one blocking to run the ball unless you can throw it.
Yeah.
You get them all up in there. That's really, I guess, the answer.
Yeah.
Logan's under center. He's going to hand the ball left. Man, good solid carry there. Good for about 8.
It's Crosno again. Him and Stratman kind of tied up down there. It's like a gain of 8.
Got to get a stop. But we've had a hard time.
They were doing what they should be trying to do.
Wishbone formation, handoff to Ashton Peters, right side.
Come up
He's
short
turning
there.
those legs to see if he came up with the yardage.
Got to be here.
Rangers taking their time.
Third and 1 play upcoming. Turns, hands the ball to Crosno. And that's going to be enough yardage for a Roland Ranger.
Well, that's a hard.
Well, it's been a hard-fought game. We couldn't come up with those stops when we needed them. And we had an opportunity. What was it? Inside 20, like 3 times. We don't come away with any points. So
Yeah.
miss opportunities on our part, but you know we're going to have this week to get better. Like you said, they're going to look at that film and see where we can make some improvements, and we'll be better next week. But it's been a typical Muldrow Roland game. You know, it's going to 21-14. Good game.
Minute 27.
Rangers looking to carry the momentum. Hand off to Ashton Peters.
Hand off to
on the right
Peters.
side.
Bravo.
He's still
Peters
on his
gonna-
feet, dragging folks with him.
There we go.
Pick up
That
about
run
7
not
yards on the
strong.
play.
Good for 8 yards.
We had about 3 or 4 guys make that tackle. That was a group effort.
We're in dire straits right now.
Well, at the conclusion of the ball game, we're going to have the Muldrow Football Quarterback Club players of the game tonight.
Hand off to number 10 on the left side. And this is going to be what may be the last first down. I tell you what, this Roland Rangers team has been very consistent. A lot of grit, they've not given up.
And the Rangers are in the victory formation, and
What is that?
someone jumped, but no, I don't see a flag. We're going to let it go ahead and run out. And that appears to be the ball game.
Battle 64,
Roland wins it tonight, 21-14. Coach's pick tonight for Muldrow Quarterback Club Players of the Game. Offensive Player of the Game, Ashton Foster. Great run for the touchdown there in the second quarter. And, of course, the defensive player who was there all night tonight. I can't tell you how many tackles he had, but, well, Will Stratman did a great job. Also did a great job running for the Bulldogs tonight. Coach, of course, you know, like you said, it's going to be a heartbreaker either way tonight. And that's exactly right. So
yeah, I'm brokenhearted right now. I just, all the memories flood back. I know that we learned a lot about ourselves tonight, things we need to get better at. Coaches will take this opportunity, I'm sure, to maybe reinforce some things that they thought maybe we could do. But we got the main thing here after a deal like this, it's a long season, it's one game. You just stick together and fight your way through brighter days ahead.
Yep. Coach Varney, you got any last thoughts or comments here for us tonight?
No, some of the things, you know, I think of is we played hard. You know, I talked to some of the coaches earlier this week. Is the one thing that you wanted to watch the film and make sure that you was giving effort. Now we got some improvement that we can make. You can do that every week.
Yeah.
And there's some young kids that are playing tonight that didn't get to play much last year, and they're going to get better. So, no, it's one that, you know, we all want to win, but it's not make us or break us. We've got a long season ahead of us, and we're going to get better. And I know the coaches are going to work hard to make the kids better. So I'm excited about what I've seen tonight. 21-14. We had chances to win the game. Could have easily done that if we punch one or two of those in. We're inside the 20 a couple times and just don't get it. So it's something that we can work on and look forward to kids working this week, getting better. And next week we are next week. But
we are going to be in Tahlequah at the Northeastern State University campus there in their football stadium, because I think Tahlequah is getting a new field put on. So we want to say, as we close it out here, thank you so much to our sponsors, Midland Motors, 427 Auto Sales, and Rick's Tire and McKenzie Asphalt. Thank you for your support, and we will see you next week in Tahlequah.